Hello all, I thought I'll give you a quick rundown on the work in progress 1969 Millard 16-foot aluminium frame. And I know it's around that 1969 era because they used to, they do stamp the chassis production line number onto the drawbar. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but it says 14,866, which according to some experts, it is prior to 1970. So we're going to say around 1969. Now, it's actually not in bad nick. I mean, really, when I bought it, I knew it's been kind of well looked after. Naturally, there was going to be things that, over the course of 45 years would have to be tweaked and fixed up and so on. But I thought I'll give you a quick rundown on the caravan and for interest more than anything else. So it's running pretty much, I'll start from the bottom up. So they're just 13-inch rims. I think they're aftermarket, but it does actually have quite a nice little beefy spring setup, as you can see there. I've already completely scrubbed the chassis using a wire brush on a angle grinder, and then I painted the timber type floorboards, paint that you can put on these things. So I did that to give it a little bit more waterproofing, but actually it's quite nice how it's turned out. The panelling as such, or the cladding as such, is actually quite straight. No, it isn't original paintwork, but it's not too bad. I've actually added the rego or number plate light and brake light. And the other factor was that, and I'm sorry I can't give you a good view on this side because of the fence line here on the left, but the other indication of it being a pretty old caravan is that the door is actually to the rear of the axle. So it's basically at the back. There's a wheel there. So it's actually on the back of the van, not the front. And that was another telltale sign of an older caravan. You can see the Millard is a little bit worn. The front is actually quite nice. Again, given its age. There we go. And if I come around here, there's the kind of the panelling there. Now the drawbar is completely gone. In fact, I took it with a hammer, and you can see that it's just completely rusted. Everything's pretty much gone. And quite frankly, after 45 years, I wasn't going to really trust it anyway on a long trip. Externally, what we've done so far is we've pulled these bigger windows out. So 1, 2, and the third one in the back. And we've actually pulled them out and resealed them. And because one of the things with caravans is that they do leak after a while, and that's where the water damage starts. I'm yet to do the smaller windows, the bunk windows, and the 2 rear windows here, but they'll get done. So to give you a bit of a indication of what it looks like inside, basically I have removed the flooring, as in the tiles, and they were original tiles there as well, and I've also removed the rear cladding, which that was actually water damaged. So I ripped that out, cleaned it all up, and now I'm about to, the next step is to put the cladding back in there. Everything else is pretty much original. The walls, the cupboards, the bunk beds have been modified. I mean, things like this. But essentially everything's pretty much in good nick. I'm really pleased with it. It doesn't smell damp or anything like that. If I open up these things, I'm not sure if we can be able to see in here, but you can see it's actually quite nice and dry. And we've had some pretty hard rain the last few weeks, so it's been a good test. Ceiling and walls look cool, pretty good. With all the windows, I've replaced these locks. I've put in new kind of draft. I don't know if you can see that, you probably can't. Anti-draft things. So they're getting, it's been tweaked so that it's not going to be drafty. This is pretty much original. Got the 240 volt certification ready for registration. Speakers obviously were an add-in by the previous owner, or perhaps even the owner before that. And look at this, it's even got the original, I don't think you can see that, there we go, the original extinguisher. And of course I've got to replace that, but I'll keep it there for the meantime. But all the cupboards are pretty good, nice and dry. Similarly, like what happened with the back, there is a problem with the front. And see if you can see that. Probably not. Oh, here we go. So same thing. There obviously was a water leak in the front here. That's gone through and soaked the ply. So I'll remove that. That's fine. There was also a piece here which I had to remove as well, which extends out through there. And that can be, I've got all detailed photos on my blog site, which is on my the URLs on my channel, so you can view some more photos there if you wish. It's even got the original hatch on it. That needs a bit of tweaking as well. You can see the water damage on the internal there and a bit of rust and all that kind of stuff. I'll purchase that, which kind of fits quite nicely there. I've decided to go without gas. It's only going to be electrics for inside, 12 volt and 240 volt. I'll be putting a deep cycle battery for the 12 volt as well when we're not on a powered site. And but the reason why I did that is because I just figure, why complicate things, and I really don't like the idea of having gas in an enclosed environment. So my 7-year-old son wants to use the bunk, and so I thought, no, we just heard one too many horror stories about, not good stuff when gas leaks in an enclosed environment. So maybe being a bit paranoid, but heck, I just don't need it, so why not? Got plenty of storage. This carpet here is temporary until we get something permanent. But there you go, it's coming along quite nicely. It looks a bit of a mess with all the tools, but anyway, that's a bit of a rundown of the caravan. If you need to know anything else about it or whatever, just let me know. It does come with an annex as well. Annex needs a bit of tidying up as well, but anyway, that's part of it. So I'm hoping to be able to film when the disco there will take this on the first maiden journey. Thanks for watching.